Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Game Crazy. I am Lions of Pride, the Count Solo of the channel. Welcome back to the Sunday chill session, which is happening rather late. And I figured there's only one way we can go with this. In honor of the very first Grand Prix taking place in the new Formula 1 2021 season, we're gonna play some Formula 1. Of course, as there is no 21 game yet, we have to play F1 2020, which is so grand. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Sunday chill session. Hope you guys do enjoy it. And, well, what can I say about today's race? It was a phenomenal race. Really strong, amazing way to start off the season as a whole. Really good. Max Verstappen looked like he was definitely on for that win there. I still stand by it. He really was. But kudos to Mercedes, kudos to Lewis Hamilton for pulling out the win there. Really super stuff. And yeah, so what are we gonna do, guys? Firstly, okay, that's a bit better. Okay. So firstly, what are we going to do here today for the Sunday chill session, guys? So I figured, as it was the first Grand Prix of the season at the Bahrain International Circuit, we are going to do a 25% race in the Red Bull, in the 2020 Red Bull, of course, because this is the F1 2020 game. In the 2020 Red Bull car, driven by one and only Max Verstappen. So obviously the driver lineup isn't altered, as Alexander Albon is still here, so no Perez. But yeah, we'll be doing Max Verstappen around Bahrain in not a very long race. It'll just be a 25% race, like I said. So should be good. We're not gonna add any practice. I don't really think we need too much of practice. So we're just gonna do maybe a short qualifying session, but I will skip the results of that. So I'll just show you guys the main lap, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. We're gonna do full 25. What am I saying? Full. That is so stupid. Alright, so we're gonna do 25%, and I think just because these cars are not like driving in the my team or even in the my career as well, so we'll keep the difficulty on like a 102. I think it's fairly okay. So we're gonna keep everything on, turn the safety car on, race starts in all manual, everything here is off as I like it. The weather can be dynamic, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much settles that. It's gonna be a short qualifying session, and yeah, let's hop straight into it. Thank you so much again for joining me for the Sunday chill session here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Driving is Max Verstappen, and hopefully maybe we can get the win that he was kind of robbed of, and hopefully it goes in the right direction. If you guys did miss any of our videos that came out, I will leave a link in the description as well as an annotation on the top of your screen. Right now, this will be for the Throwback Thursday that just passed. Really solid, really cool video for a game that I don't think a lot of people have played, but I think a lot of people should play it. So yeah, but okay guys, let's just hop into qualifying here quickly. And there he is, the superstar, Max Verstappen. Alright guys, so I'm usually the kind of person that goes out for like 2 laps worth of running in qualifying especially. So what we'll do is I'm gonna just skip through here, and I'm gonna show you guys the best lap that I possibly can put on. No one's going out on circuit, or they should be going out soon. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip to the best lap, guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys can see the lap, and from there we'll just go to the result screen and then just push on straight for the race. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we're gonna go out on the final lap. So the first lap was just a bit of a banker, so haven't really done too good. It wasn't anything too crazy. So the mugs itself are really flying. Obviously, this is the 2020 season, so it's extremely difficult. But yeah, we're gonna try and we're gonna go out. Let's see what happens. Alright, so let's go. We come out just behind Carlos Sainz in the McLaren. We got Kimi Räikkönen behind us, I think. That is, yeah. There'll be quite a lot of traffic here to try and navigate through, so let's see. Hopefully we can come away with something decent here, guys, for that. But do keep in mind, if the qualifying is not great, qualifying is not exactly my forte in Formula 1 games. I've never been known to qualify great, and it's just one of the things. I just don't qualify good, but I do much better in races. That's, of course, you know, certain circuits like Austria, Canada, Monza, you know, those are my preferred circuits. Just go, Kimi, go. Right, so let's get a little bit more heat into these tires. I hope this will be enough space. Alright, so let's see how it goes. Hopefully this is a good lap, guys. I'm gonna stay quiet throughout the rest of this so you guys can enjoy the onboard. May have went a little bit wide there. Got pushed a little bit wide there by Kimi. Did lose a little bit of time. We're out of ERS. Where does that put us in the grid? P4. Okay, not bad, not bad. We actually did manage to gain some time there, guys. Even with going wide and everything, pretty solid. Pretty solid indeed for P4.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Hamilton, Bottas, and Daniel Ricciardo. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Thank you, Crafty. Daniel Ricciardo did an absolute madness of a lap there. P3 in the Renault. Good God. That is insane. That is absolutely mental how he managed to pull that one out of the bag. But, geez, kudos to Danny Rick. Really phenomenal. Okay, guys, so yeah, that's saving. We're gonna load into the race now. Hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, I will be providing commentary as various personalities on Formula 1 as the Grand Prix unfolds. So hope you guys do enjoy that. And yeah, so anyway guys, thank you so much again for joining us. for the Sunday chill session. It means a lot to us. Hope you guys do enjoy Formula 1. If you guys do let me know. I'll be glad to do some more.
Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit. Any moment now, our drivers will take to the track and the Bahrain Grand Prix will begin. Formula 1 returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Ricciardo, Verstappen, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Albon, Leclerc, Vettel, and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Sainz, Lando Norris, and Kvyat, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright guys, so as we get the formalities out of the way, we're down here in the car getting ready to start the formation lap. It's going to be one hell of a Grand Prix. This P4 is a very good position for me. Actually probably one of my better qualifyings here, but I guess it's just driving as Max and in his car, of course. So 14 lap race, not too long, should take the better part of 20 minutes or so, should it? So it says. So we're just gonna stick to the main strategy here, so from softs onto mediums, which is perfect. I've overfueled the car by 2 laps, so we can push just that little bit more. So I hope you guys do enjoy this. I'm not gonna show you guys the formation lap. We're just gonna skip straight into the race. Alright guys, so here we are for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's go, go, go! Fantastic start there for us as we get right up in the tail of Valtteri Bottas and Ricciardo also with a fantastic start. We go right up the inside of Lewis Hamilton. We're gonna stick it down the inside. Major shoving, major contact. Oh, we just cut off Daniel Ricciardo there, but we managed to keep it intact with Lewis Hamilton going into turn 4. Right up his trumpet now. ERS fully engaged. We're going to go down the inside. Lewis has a bit of a lockup. Can we send it down the inside? Can we keep it? He's on our inside. We're going to have to close the door. We keep it. We keep it. Max Verstappen is in the lead of the Bahrain Grand Prix on the opening lap. What an absolute start there. Yes, indeed, it has been a phenomenal start there from the young upstart Max Verstappen. As you can see here, really giving it absolutely everything here on the straights. And then behind him is just Lewis Hamilton. Absolutely throttling the hell out of the car. Look at this. Really fantastic. So as the end of the first lap comes to... Sorry guys, just to break away from all of this, if you guys didn't notice here in the cams, the drivers for some brilliant reason are not showing up. And for the love of it, I cannot understand why. But hey, shit happens. And so at the end of the first lap classification, we have Max Verstappen leading in the Red Bull car. We have Lewis Hamilton in the the Mercedes in second, which is the one behind first. We have Daniel Ricciardo with the Renault in P3, and it's Valtteri Bottas in P4, followed by Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll in 5th and 6th position, respectively. This is a bit of ghost cars that's happening here at the moment. If you notice, the steering wheel's tiny, but there's no driver. This is fantastic. Oh, Lewis Hamilton tries to go for the inside dive there, but we closed the door way too early. Too soon, Lewis, way too soon. As you can see, so now we're traveling on again towards the back end of the circuit. There's still no driver, of course. That is so weird to look at. But it doesn't matter, guys. The F1 games have been notorious for having stupid problems. In the replay cams especially as well, like what I'm showing you guys here. As you go cutting through. As you cut back now to the main POV, we're just trucking the hell out of this Red Bull car. And we watch on board now from Lewis Hamilton. Pulling his car to the right, avoid the bumpiness, instead of the complete opposite of what I'm doing, really. We follow on the back of Lewis Hamilton's car. Seems to be having some good lines. He's not too far away. He is sticking with us. He really is sticking with us. Pretty superb. He's got the DRS now, as it is lap 3, so DRS has been activated, of course. Not much he can do there. Daniel Ricciardo still sits very pretty in P3, followed by Valtteri Bottas in P4. Then is Sergio Perez. Yes, Sergio Perez sitting in P5. And we have Lance Stroll, which then, yes, that's Lance Stroll in P6, followed by Alexander Albon, our teammate, in P7, followed by the two Ferraris, and I believe it is Charles Leclerc in P8, and Sebastian Vettel back in P9, followed by Pierre Gasly running up the top 10 there. And further back we have Esteban Ocon, Lando Norris, who is that? Lando Norris, Danny Kvyat, Antonio Giovinazzi, followed by Kimi Räikkönen and the other McLaren of Carlos Sainz there as well. And then there's Kimi Räikkönen. Oh no, that's not Kimi Räikkönen. There we go. There's the Haas of Kevin Magnussen and Romain Grosjean, followed by Nicholas Latifi and George Russell right at the back, unknowingly what happened. But as we cut back to our action over here, as you can see, Lewis Hamilton getting very, very, very close here now, following our slipstream nicely. He's in the DRS. Was he going to go for the move? No, I don't think so. He can't go for it just yet. Trying ever so hard as he might. He does get close though, guys. I will say that he gets very, very, very close. I can't confirm the story as this race does progress on. What do you think, David? Oh, well, of course, naturally it would be most obvious that Lewis Hamilton would come forward and even try and find some absolute inhumane sort of pace there from the Mercedes car, as it has been used to. As I've just celebrated now, guys, my 50th birthday in Formula 1, and it's quite stupendous. I have not seen, in my 50 years of existence, I have not seen any other kind of driver of any sort of caliber that is like Lewis Hamilton, to be able to get so much out of a car, and even the amount of tires as well. Taking into consideration that the Red Bull has shown some good flashes of pace here this whole weekend, but of course we know that the Mercedes car is, of course, the car to beat with the DAS system in the 2020 season. So it's looking like it's going to shape up to be one hell of a race. Yes, well, thank you, David Coulthard. They're coming from the side reports. What else can we really say about this Grand Prix? As it still stands, Max Verstappen is still leading the way in the Red Bull colored car, in the number 33 Red Bull colored car, and following him in second position is still Lewis Hamilton, getting ever so closer to the back of that Red Bull. He must be getting very frustrated while waiting to try and find an overtake, or a place to pounce for an overtake on the Red Bull. I think this is quite fantastic, this whole race situation that we got going now. As the gap is starting to build up now, as the top 6 or 7 or so is starting to really separate themselves from the rest of the field. It's still quite weird to not have any drivers there. But thank you so much for Mario Walker. I hope that was maybe a fitting tribute to you, Mario Walker. No disrespect by being completely funny or whatnot, as Mario Walker has passed on just a couple of weeks ago. He was the voice of F1 and really truly one of the more fantastic voices of Formula 1. And it's quite sad to actually have seen him gone so soon, but actually not too soon. I mean, he is really, really old. Alright, so as we go forward in this race, guys, you can see here that I believe that was Daniel Ricciardo who's gone into the pits. Yes, it is Daniel Ricciardo. He's just stopped in now, so it should be time for the first round of pit stops slowly. Lewis Hamilton again edging ever so much closer to Max Verstappen. But just look at Max has just got the absolute unbelievable pace here. And here we go now. Sergio Perez has moved himself up into P3, followed by Lance Stroll in P4, that is. And followed by Charles Leclerc, then Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Lando Norris. And yeah, well, Lando Norris, Danny Kvyat, Carlos Sainz, Iceman, Kimi Räikkönen, Romain Grosjean, K-Mag, and then of course the Williams and stuff in the back. Alright, so here comes Daniel Ricciardo, who's come out ahead of our teammate Alexander Albon, and Albon has actually jumped Valtteri Bottas in the pit stops, with Seb Vettel just not too far away behind. This is turning to be very juicy. So it would appear that maybe, I think our team would be calling us in now for the stop, guys. I think now would be the optimal time. If Alexander Albon has stopped already, I don't see why we shouldn't. We are the #1 driver. We should be given the first preference pit stop. But here we go, guys. We're going to go. I think, yeah, we're going to come through the last corner. Let's see. Yeah, I believe, yes, it is. It's time for the pit stop. They're calling us in. So let's go. Let's head in, guys. It's going to be a... It needs to be a stop. And Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton follows us in. Lewis Hamilton is in as well. So this is going to be a battle of the pit stops here for the race lead. Nice solid stop there from Milton. We've got held up a little bit there by Sergio Perez entering the pits. Have we jumped? Yes, we have. We've jumped. Lewis Hamilton still in the pits. We've managed to stay ahead. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. As we come on down in absolute clear air, which is an absolute fantastic sign to see. Lewis Hamilton still up out front, and then here's Daniel Ricciardo, I believe there. Yeah, so Daniel Ricciardo will regain his P3, followed by Alexander Albon, which is now in P4. And Valtteri Bottas is now battling there, I believe that is with Sergio Perez. Oh, it's Lance Stroll. It's Lance Stroll. He's battling with Lance Stroll. What epic action over there as Lance Stroll is able to get... Oh no, he did it. Valtteri Bottas managed to get himself back. Absolutely stellar racing here, guys. Fantastic. As we cut back now to... We're on the back of Lewis Hamilton's car. Really ringing it. You can hear it ringing it. He's got the DRS active. And he's still going to try. We're going to get... a little too far away still, Lewis, to make a move right there, as we're doing very, very well here, leading as Max Verstappen. I think we're doing quite a stellar job here. I think right now on the rear cam to try and see where's Lewis Hamilton. Is he going to try and make a move? Maybe, I don't think just yet. As the race progresses, definitely so, he's going to do such a thing. So let's just keep going. Let's just ride on here further on the back end, running a bit wide there on the final corner on the exit. Lewis Hamilton still seems like he's a bit too far away. Let's cut to his POV and see. Yeah, he's a bit too far away. He's got the DRS open, but just not enough of overspeed to actually get into Max Verstappen. As you see the line there that Max Verstappen, or that I am taking, the line that Max Verstappen is taking is a really, really interesting line, because he's setting the car perfectly for the center. And Lewis really, upsetting the balance of the car there, going into turn 4, really, really bad. But he's managed to keep it still intact while not losing way too much of time. So at least that's one extremely good thing. I must go and actually just check out as well, guys. Just break away from commentary for a second. I must go and see what is the cause of this no drivers appearing. It's quite strange. Really, it is. as we come back now to the POV, as I believe that's what my hip color commentator has called it, the POV, point of view of the Red Bull car of Max Verstappen driving in the Aston Martin, the Aston Martin Red Bull racing car. Really fantastic driving, absolutely perfectly here this evening. It's splendid to see such a young driver and so much of promise in this young driver. Really there is. As we cut now onto Lewis Hamilton in the McLaren, I mean the Mercedes, as he goes for the very, very late on the braking there to try and gain some more time to Max Verstappen. Is he going to do it? I don't think he'll be close enough just yet. He's getting closer and closer to the Red Bull car there. Can he do it? No, he's way too far back. Way too far back. We cut back now to Max Verstappen, watching the rear of Max Verstappen's car, beautifully taking it around every corner through the second portion of the circuit, where he's been very, very fast indeed. And I don't think Lewis Hamilton has an answer. He does brake very late and gets very, very close to the gearbox of Max Verstappen. But I don't think it's enough just yet as we pursue on further. Thank you, Murray. Once again, that was the incredible voice of Murray Walker. Thank you so much for joining us here at this Bahrain International Circuit. As you can see, Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton really have pulled away very, very far here, ahead of the rest of the pack. I mean, look at them, and here's Daniel Ricciardo who just I think entered that straight not so long ago. So the gap is building up there, and Alexander Albon looks like he's getting up close and personal there with the gearbox of Daniel Ricciardo. It looks like it. Here we go, back on board. Lewis Hamilton gets very, very close again. Can he make another move? No, he cannot. Max Verstappen cleverly closing the door there once more. Really, really going for it in these closing stages. I believe there's not very many laps left in this Grand Prix. It's turning out to be what a stellar racing experience this. Okay, so as we carry on going forward over here, I'm going to skip through a little bit more of this race because not much action really does take place going through for the most part of this. So I'm going to skip a little bit more forward, and then you guys can see what action really back onto a very, very nice section of the track. This is about 2 laps later or so. So not very, very much longer. And then as you can see, Lewis Hamilton really started to get close here to the back of our car. Does look like he might just go for the move. I don't think maybe so much yet in the final corner as we're gonna go now. Let's see. He gets a very, very good exit there off the corner. There we go. He's got DRS open as well. He's gonna go for it. Yes, he is. He's gonna send it. He's gonna send it to. Want to be the outside of the first corner into the chicane, into the hairpin. Look at that! Fantastic wheel-to-wheel action as his line does get compromised there, but he did go for the move. Very, very risky indeed. He went for it, but his line got very heavily compromised there as he went through the second part of the corner. It's such a shame, but he's not lost too much of time, so he can maybe gain some of that time back. Oh, well, yes, of course. I can't believe that he will gain that much time in the car, because it does look like the Mercedes car really does seem to be having quite a lot of grip now in these latter parts of the Grand Prix, and he does seem to be finding more grip, whereas Max Verstappen's car does seem to be getting a little bit loosey-goosey on certain places or certain areas. As we still now on the camera focus there of Lewis Hamilton, as now we right on board with Lewis Hamilton's car, and let's just have a look here. We can see here he's not really having to fight too much with the car either. He's going through nicely. Max Verstappen running very wide there into the corner, taking a little bit more care there on the entry of the second to last corner. As you can see, going towards the center of the circuit, just trying to break that toll that he's given Lewis Hamilton. Again, going all the way to the left, heading into the final corner. Not taking too much of the exit curb though, and that's another thing. I think that's what's contributing to the fast pace of Max Verstappen, even in this sections of where the Mercedes should be faster. Thank you, David. And that was the veteran voice of David Coulthard. As we know, just celebrated his 50th birthday in Formula One over this past weekend. So very happy birthday to David Coulthard. Hope you don't mind my impressions of you as well. Hey, I try. You're one of my favorite drivers growing up. So hope you, if ever a point David Coulthard, if you're watching this video, do ask me or contact me to do an impression of you. I would love that. I'd love to meet you in person. So yeah, as we carry on riding on board now with Lewis Hamilton, you can see still not fighting the car way too much, just really taking it easy. He's got a lot more ERS to play with. And you can see if you ride on board here with Max Verstappen, you can see the ERS level is really low. And Max is just using it gingerly, ever so gingerly, just to keep Lewis Hamilton at bay. For the most part, it's really stellar. The sort of racing, sort of driving and racecraft we've seen from these two here this evening. They've really separated themselves away from the rest of the field. You see the rest of the field goes down here. Let's go. Actually, I think we'll cut back to the two drivers up front. We'll cut back to the rest of the field in a second. We'll run through the rest of the grid order in a few. As they run through now the final section, Lewis Hamilton getting very close now at this point. Is anything he can do? Does he have an answer? Here he comes again. He's in DRS. Looks to be in pretty good standing. And here he comes. He's going to go to the outside again. He's tried this move once before. It's going. He locks up. No, was there contact? No, I don't think so. There was no contact there. There doesn't seem to be any contact. But he tried. He went for the move again. The bold move on the outside. And I don't think that that's a viable strategy, Lewis. I really don't. Because your line is getting compromised there on the entry for the next part of the corner. It's really not helping you in your quest to try and get past Max Verstappen, who, by the way, is the rightful winner of the 2021 Bahrain Grand Prix, in my opinion. But hey, what do we do? I think this has been absolutely stellar racing, guys. It's been fantastic. I've loved every second of this. As Lewis Hamilton again getting very close. Very close. Let's ride on board again. Let's see. Maybe he might go for another move. Is he going to? No, I don't think so. I don't think he has the speed to run through that. As we run through again, yeah, everything's looking pretty much tidy. So as we go to the rest of the field, Daniel Ricciardo still sitting very pretty in P3. Alexander Albon P4, followed by, I believe, Lance Stroll or the Sergio Perez in P11, followed by Valtteri Bottas. Oh wait, hold on. Let's cut back. We're gonna head back to the final. I'm gonna run through the grid order next, guys. Hang 10. We come through the main straight again. I don't think Lewis Hamilton has an answer again this time. He's a bit too far back. Can he do? No, he cannot. That Red Bull just looking very hooked up. So as it stands, Max Verstappen is leading the Bahrain International Grand Prix, followed by Lewis Hamilton in P2 very closely. It's going to be a race for all the way down to the wire, I think. Daniel Ricciardo sits very pretty in P3, followed by Alexander Albon in the other Red Bull in P4. P5 is Sergio Perez. P6, Valtteri Bottas. P7 is Perez's teammate Lance Stroll in the other BWT Racing Point, followed by Lando Norris in the McLaren, followed by, I believe that is Charles Leclerc. Or is it? No, it's not. It's Sebastian Vettel. Lando Norris and then Sebastian Vettel. And then we have the other Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, followed by, and I believe this is Danny Kvyat. Yes, it is. Danny Kvyat. Yes, it is. Then we have the other Renault of Esteban Ocon. A little bit further away, we have the other McLaren of Carlos Sainz, who's then followed by Pierre Gasly, who's getting very close to him indeed. And followed by the Iceman, Kimi Räikkönen, Roman Grosjean, a bit of a ways behind. And then Grosjean's teammate, Kevin Magnussen, a ways further behind. Then, of course, followed by Nicholas Latifi. And then way back down the order is George Russell. I have no idea. As we cut back to now, guys, this is the final lap of the race. We've already passed through the first hairpin. Lewis Hamilton cannot make a move just yet. We're gonna ride on board with Max Verstappen. The fireworks appear to have gone off already. I don't know why no one's crossed the line, but hey, we'll take it. It's close enough. Max Verstappen there with a bit of a slide there on the final lap. What's gonna happen here? Lewis Hamilton getting very close indeed. It's looking a bit frosty. Max just having to twitch there a little bit on the back stretch. Lewis Hamilton is in DRS. Can he do anything about it? No, he can't. Doesn't look like he can. As we come through the final couple of corners, coming to the fast right into the second last corner, braking hard on the way off camber corner. Lewis Hamilton can't make a move. Max Verstappen still leading, very, very low on the ERS. Is there anything, absolutely anything, that Lewis Hamilton can do going into the final corner? He late brakes, tries to go for a lunge, to no avail. But it's happened. Max Verstappen wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. And just like that, we win
It was a magnificent
the
race.
Bahrain Grand Prix
Right out of the top draw to take the win for Red
with
Bull
Max
today.
Verstappen. The result which I think should have happened today.
What was it that set them apart from the competition
Yeah, the crowd
today?
going crazy.
Well, it
Love
looks a bit
it.
of a
They love
boring
Max
answer, but the
Verstappen
truth
and
is
love
they
to see
simply
him
had
win.
the best
Lando
speed
Norris
package
got
on the
driver of
day,
the
and
day.
a driver who knows how to
Fantastic
take
stuff.
advantage of
Really,
that.
really,
It
really
doesn't matter
fantastic
how much
stuff.
time you spend poring over the stats and
Awesome
planning
stuff from the Red Bull
strategies
guys here
if you
today.
can't keep the pace.
George Russell
Now, winning
finishing
today
19,
showed they
not the
could do
best,
both.
but hey, what do you do? It's a 2020 Williams.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible
Yeah!
driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
As the podium celebration begins, Max Verstappen leads the Drivers' Championship in this one-off race here at the Bahrain International Grand Prix. What a fantastic day for Red Bull and a fantastic win for Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton comes home in second, and a surprise, surprise, Daniel Ricciardo comes in third for Renault.
Now, let's
It's been-
discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Cheers, Crofty and Anthony Davidson. Thank you for providing the end and beginning race commentary. It has been superb doing this, guys. Lando Norris definitely deserves driver of the day. Started 13th, finished up in 8th. I think that was a stellar drive. Even from Alexander Albon starting 7th as well. My teammates finishing 4th, but we started 4th on the grid. Drove a fantastic race the whole way to lead and come home with a major win for Max Verstappen. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. This has been the Sunday chill session or Sunday race session. Or if you're watching this on Monday, happy Monday race session then. But this has been Formula 1 2020. This has been the Bahrain Grand Prix with Max Verstappen in the Red Bull car. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you guys did, do be sure to smash the like button. Hit subscribe as well if you haven't. And also turn on the notifications for any new videos that go live on this channel. With that being said, guys, I am Lions in Pride, and this has been another thrilling episode to the channel for Game Crazy. And oh man, it's been super. I love doing Formula 1. If you guys do want to see more Formula 1 content, do be sure to drop it in the comments. Hit us up on the email, or even on the Instagram page, which is now active and live. Hit us up on TikTok as well. Anyway you guys want, we'll be more than happy to respond. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until the next one, peace.